What's on Your Mind is sponsored by ACMC 339 Dudley Road, New Style Radio 98.7 FM, Breakthrough Studios, and Reggae Jam Jam.
Good afternoon, guys. How you doing? I am Carl from Breakthrough TV. What's on your mind? In a special connection with New Star Radio Live right here in Handsworth Park. Come at the memorial or the unveiling of Benjamin Zephaniah, community champion. Got a lot of people around here. We're going to be having a chat with them and getting their views and how Benjamin Zephaniah has helped them over the years. Got a wonderful lady. Actually, I want to talk to over here, which is Marcia. Marcia.
Hello.
How are you? Good afternoon.
I'm actually elated to be here. I mean, we're grateful that the weather has held up, but what a fantastic, beautiful moment this is, that we're having the chance to recognise and keep that legacy of Benjamin Zephaniah.
Tell us a little about Benjamin Zephaniah.
Poet, international star, activist, humble, community-based, kept his roots here in Handsworth. And I've read his autobiography, and it's absolutely fantastic because you've got some lovely, fantastic references to Handsworth in terms of the parks where he used to play, Thornhill Police Station. When you're reading his book, it's almost like you're in the Handsworth area. It's so real.
It is marvelous. He's never forgot his roots.
Never forgot his roots, and tells it as it is. And so what we've got is a gentleman who put his mouth, walked the walk, went on activism, went internationally to different parts of the world, Palestine, South Africa. And what's so fantastic is that, as humble as he is, he was able to elevate to those people like Nelson Mandela. Now, I mean, Nelson Mandela actually asked him to host how can I put it, a massive event he was having.
That's right.
Nelson Mandela asked Benjamin Zephaniah. And it's fantastic, actually, because Nelson Mandela is the key theme on this walk that we have here in Handsworth.
Marvelous.
So it's fantastic.
Thank you, Marcia. And you're from Black Heritage
Walks Network.
Thank you. Have a good day. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Wonderful Marcia, the guys. Here we have, which is a wonderful Marcia there, which is absolutely marvelous. You know what I mean? Got to try and come to another wonderful person here, and she's going to tell us how Benjamin Zephaniah has actually helped her. What is your name? What is your name?
Oh, my name is Chen Zephaniah.
Okay, Chen.
Benjamin Zephaniah's wife. Be honored.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how you been?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Well, last year it was a tough year for Benjamin and I.
Yes.
I almost died. Actually, last year this time, I was dying, and Benjamin was trying his all hard to rescue me.
Yeah.
And so it's just last year in November diagnosed a tumor.
Yeah.
We replaced our situation. I tried to look after him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's great you're here because you're looking so well, isn't it? And
Thank you.
You've recovered so well. Yes.
Well, yeah. Why we are here is because people can feel Benjamin's energy. And I feel Benjamin's energy.
Yeah.
He put hope and put energy on me and on all of us.
Yes.
Yeah, so now I'm good. I hope everybody can feel the spiritual word from Benjamin.
Marvelous.
Feel the energy.
Marvelous. And he was such a great man, so inspiring.
Yes, definitely. That's why now there are lots of people coming here. Yeah, when I came here, I took a photo with him. He's still with me. I don't know if you can recognize that. The height and the clothes, all Benjamin's.
He's still with you, of course.
Yes, he's always with me. He's always with us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely marvelous. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day. Thanks.
You too. You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Right, guys. So we're at this wonderful place in Handsworth Park, and Handsworth Park is actually, in my early days, I used to spend a lot of time here in Handsworth Park, and it's so nice to be actually back in Handsworth Park and looking at this memorial and this unveiling of this memorial right here in Handsworth Park, which is absolutely marvelous. Right, so I've got a wonderful lady here, Karen. Karen.
Yes.
I want you to share your memories of Benjamin Zephaniah for me. What are your memories?
My memories goes back a long way because I actually met Benjamin and knew Benjamin in London when he first started, and he published his first book, Pen Ribbon, at the Whole Food.
Yeah.
And so I remember he used to ride a bike then.
Wow.
And we used to have lots of chats and stuff because he was also a very good friend of my friend. So I've known him quite a long time, since the 80s really, in London. Yeah. And we've kept in touch bit by bit. But the last time I saw him was actually in Neil's Yard in London. We had a good talk. And he'd been married down then and stuff like that. But and he used to run in the park, in the local park where we were in Stratford, over Wanstead Park. He used to run there every morning, and he was always into looking after himself, healthy food. But also, Benjamin actually had a group at that time.
Is it?
He used to play music.
Yeah, because I know he sings and he does the poetry and he's sort of rap. Yeah.
I remember going to one of his gigs with his band.
Yeah, what was that like?
That was amazing, absolutely amazing. So it's... it goes right back, but I mean, I've always respected him. He's a great guy, lovely guy. I got a couple of his books, publications, and one I got for my grandchildren is Penrith. It's called Funky Chicken.
Yeah, you know. It's funny because I broadcast on a radio station called Usa Radio, and when he actually passed, I was literally on the air and I heard the news, and I was thinking of a track to play, and the only track I could actually play was about the turkey.
Yes, that's right.
That's right. Yeah,
Funky turkey.
Yes,
that's right.
And that lifted me up so much, even though it was such a sad time.
Absolutely amazing. And actually, you would not believe it. I've got grandchildren now, and when I was because I lived in Stratford, obviously, there was a sort of a magazine or something. They did a poster, and it was something about Stratford. That was like when the prior to the Olympics, I think.
That's right.
And it was a big picture of Benjamin on one side, and on the other side there's information about Stratford. And I have still got that on my door, behind my door, in my room.
Wow,
so I was able to tell my grandchildren about him. So of course when he died, my granddaughter came to say, "Oh, you must be so sad, Grandma," because and I am, because he was such a lovely, lovely man and a good person. You know,
it is. Yes.
Yeah, really.
Honestly, what a legacy he has left, and what do you think of the?
I think it's wonderful.
It's wonderful, isn't it?
Absolutely
it's wonderful.
It
and
looks like
he's never left his roots.
No, he never left his roots. You know, and it's just wonderful. Really nice, lovely guy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay.
Hello, Sultan. How are you?
I'm okay. Thank you.
How's your day, David?
It's been okay actually.
Tell us what you've been learning about Benjamin Zephaniah.
Really, he's my favourite poetry writer.
Okay.
I've come from William Murdoch Primary School.
Yes.
And I just wanted to do a little poem for him and a speech for him as well.
Okay.
Because he really touched my heart when he passed away as well.
Yes.
So today I'm doing a poem.
Go for it.
I'm doing a poem today called Vegan Delight by Benjamin Zephaniah, who has sadly passed away. But this was a tribute for him. That's why I'm going to do it as well. But it just really touched my heart when he passed away, because really I always listen to his poetry as well, because it really makes me cry as well. When like Vegan Delight, Talking Turkeys as well, it's really good what he's been doing with the Handsworth community as well. Like everyone knew him as well, and he was a really good poetry to Handsworth. And I really hope you all give your condolences to him. Thank you. My name is Subhan Sara, and I come from William Murdoch Primary School.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Absolutely great. Wonderful young man. As I said, the crowd is building out here, guys. The crowd is actually building. More and more people are actually coming in to this marvelous celebration of Benjamin Zephaniah life and the fantastic mural that we actually have here, right here in Handsworth Park, which is absolutely marvelous. I've got Benjamin Zephaniah's sister here, who is Millie. How you doing, Millie?
I'm great, thank you.
How are you?
Well, you know, it's a hard day still, but
yes.
I've got to be strong. I'm the second eldest.
And what a good day this is with all these people here.
A beautiful day. Look at the weather. It was just Benjamin's day, isn't it?
It is Benjamin's day.
Definitely.
Tell us a little about your sister. Tell us a little bit more about Benjamin and being a sister.
Well, when we were growing up, Benjamin was just like the big brother who used to look after us, tell you the truth.
Okay.
So when we had any problems at school, we'd come and deal with the people. But he wasn't a vicious person, I should say. He was a humble man, and he was just, what can I describe him? He was just He looked after his brothers and sisters, and he loved us dearly, and my mum.
Yes.
I have to keep getting that one in. He loved Mummy so till couldn't love her anymore. He gave her anything she wanted, and he just loved his family.
Marvelous.
But yeah.
And those are your fond memories of him.
My fond memories, he just looked after us.
Marvelous.
What
do you think? What do you think of the
Oh
art?
my gosh!
The
I
artwork
came
here
yesterday
today?
and I was taking photos yesterday.
Yes.
Me and my daughter, my grandson.
Yeah.
And it's just amazing. It's a fitting tribute to a champion of champions.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, man.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you very
Keep
much.
enjoying this celebration.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Millie.
Thank you.
Yes, guys, as I said, we are here and we are celebrating the life of Benjamin Zephaniah. And as I said, there's a mural being opened here today in respect of Benjamin Zephaniah, which is absolutely great. And there's quite a few people here as well, I say. And I'm going to try and see if we can actually engage with a few more people who wants to come in front of the camera and say something about Benjamin Zephaniah. And I've got a brother from there. I've got a brother from a wonderful group, Mr. Asher B from Big Ship Alliance. Could you go that side of me, please? Now, Asher, I know you would have known Benjamin Zephaniah so much because, you know, we come from sort of the same neighborhood. Almost.
Yes.
So tell us about your recollection of Benjamin.
Well, I know him from school days.
Yes. And what school was this?
A school named Canterbury.
Oh, Canterbury.
Yes. So I'm showing up my age now.
Yes.
Right. But we know each other from those times. I know his whole family and so even when he became a poet and so, you know, we always keep the links and we're good brethren as musicians, as poets and everything. So, you know what I mean? It be sadly missed.
Yes.
Sadly missed.
And what are your fond memories of him?
My fond memories? Well, the last time I had a joke, I get a joke from him, he was on TV, you know, they was talking about Christmas.
Yes.
So he said, Christmas time, he go out and hug up the tree them and look at the squirrels them.
Yeah.
So the presenter kind of look on him strange, and Benjamin look on the presenter and say, oh, you have a problem with squirrels? So that was kind of a funny joke to me, you know, because, you know, I know that he loves nature and he loves, naturality.
Great.
You know what I mean? So,
and it's a very, very big crowd here today.
Yes.
The turnout is fine.
Yes,
You know?
yes.
And let me ask you, I always ask, what do you think of the mural here?
well, it's a great work of art. It's a really great work of art, and it's down in history now.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So hopefully, you know, even the next generations to come can really see, you know, the power of this person and what he did in his lifetime and what he can achieve. You know what I mean? As a human being with a black, white, Chinese or Indian, you know, but he did something very great for our community.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And shed a good light on the community and in the world as well, you know?
Thank you, Asher. Asher B from Big Ship Alliance. Big shout out to you, sir.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you. Have a good day. Blessings. Thank you. Right, guys, as I say, we are here in Hansworth Park. Chatting to a few people, and because I said we are celebrating the life of Benjamin Zephaniah, and the mural is being opened today right here in Hansworth Park. And I used to come to Hansworth Park in very, very early days, which is absolutely marvelous. Good place to be.
You're right.
Right, guys, got the great Mr. Tifa Irie here. How you doing, Tifa?
I'm all right, you know, I'm good. I was in Birmingham, well, I was in Nottingham last night.
Yes.
And I came down, and so I knew that this was happening today.
Yes.
So I thought to myself, you know what, I have to come and pay my respects, because Benjamin is somebody that I really respect so much. He, you know, he's even in my book.
Hi folks, we'll be starting in about 10 minutes, so if you want to grab a drink, grab a samosa, they're just inside the building. We'll be starting in about 10 minutes.
But yeah, he's actually in my book, my new autobiography, Stick to My Roots. So yeah.
So he's a big influence on your biography.
Definitely, man.
Have you ever met Benjamin?
Yes, man. We've been on the same bill a couple of times.
Yes.
You know, I think the last one we did was actually in Liverpool.
Yes.
So, you know, he's a real, you know, it really hurt me when I heard that he passed away, you know what I'm saying? Yes. So, you know, really painful. But yeah, it's a blessing, you know, he's a lovely man.
What would you say your good memories of him? What good memories?
Well, he's just left so much, you know what I mean? Because obviously it's his work, it's what he stood for.
Yeah.
And, you know, things like him turning down MBE and OBE and all these things, it just tells you what kind of person the man is.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
I actually listened to thing when he gave you the reason why he actually turns it down. And he said he couldn't embrace that legacy when we fight so much for it. And I sort of really understand that compared to, you know, those who sort of deal with that.
Yeah, that's
so you understand that?
He's definitely a man of his word and a man that, you know, stands up for his beliefs, you know what I mean? And, you know, if somebody's oppressing you for so long and oppressing his people for so long, why should he accept honours from them? You know what I mean? You know?
Tell us about your work, because you've got a great album out.
Yes, I got I'm an African out at the moment. It's my latest album, and then obviously I got Stick to My Roots, is my autobiography, which is telling the story of my life.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And I got another album out called UK Dancehall Pioneer.
Okay.
That's out as well. So yeah, I'm busy, man. I'm busy and things are happening, so I'm grateful.
Tipper, good to see you again.
Thank you, my brother.
Bless up.
Bless up, man.
Right, guys, the great Tipper Ira there, right here in Handsworth Park. Paying respects to Benjamin Zephaniah.
Sanjeev, what's your organisation, please? Soho Handsworth Neighbourhood Planning Forum as well, thank you.
Fantastic, it's so good to be here today. First, can we please big up why we're here? The people who organised all of this, including Bunny, Friends of Handsworth Park, and the amazing Black Heritage Walks Network, and Benjamin's family for blessing us and blessing this mural here today. Please can we just big them up? It's a Handsworth greeting, isn't it? It's a Handsworth greeting. So lovely to be here. So my name is Sharanjit Singh, and I'm the lead for the Soho and Handsworth Neighbourhood Planning Forum, which is a really long name for a way that our communities are trying to come together to improve our neighbourhood. I'm a lifelong resident here in Handsworth and a community member who's probably run around this park too many times to remember. So the Soho and Handsworth Neighbourhood Planning Forum has been making a positive impact around housing, road safety, and making a positive impact here on our high streets, working with different partners in our community to make sure that all of us can thrive. So the impact of Benjamin Zephaniah on my life is something that has followed me around the world in the different opportunities that I've had. I've been fortunate to travel to some different cities and different countries whilst I've been studying, but I've always had my heart here in Handsworth. Speaking to friends and family on Soho Road, Benjamin Zephaniah's name was a constant. Speaking to poets and creatives down in Bristol, Benjamin Zephaniah's name was a constant. And connecting with academics, activists and people making positive change in Oxford and Toronto, Benjamin Zephaniah's name was a constant. His words of love, of sacrifice, of action to ensure that our world serves everybody in fairness and in justice will echo through all of our hearts for the rest of our time here on this earth. I want to say massive thank you to Benjamin, to his friends and family, and to all of our communities who have been fighting for a positive future for generations. We are all standing on the shoulders of giants. And to finish, we remain inspired, we remain optimistic, and we remain determined to work towards a world in which all of us can live with the values that Benjamin Zephaniah demonstrated so brilliantly. So a massive thank you for everyone to come out today. A beautiful mural that I will run past every day, and I will never ever get tired of seeing, and a mural that will echo through generations. Thank you everybody, and thank you.
So now we're just going to have some performances. Benjamin inspired a lot of people here today, including some young people, and it's only right that we have young people to represent what their feelings are as well. Young people. So we're just going to get to Par Sawar. Sugan. All right, we're going to get him ready and then settle. Just before we do that, do the young children want to sit down at the front? Are they okay to sit down on the concrete part? Yeah? Is that okay? You all want to sit down? You can all sit down a minute. That's great, thank you. Handsworth Park, make some noise please. 1, 2, 1, 2, make some noise!
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sapan Sowa, and today I'll be representing William Murdoch Primary School in Handsworth. I'm citing a famous poem called Vegan Delight by my beloved poet, my favourite poet, Benjamin Zephaniah. This is a tribute for him, and I hope you all enjoy it. We will. Just be a caution, you might get hungry after this. Akis, chapatis, dumpling and naan, chana and rotis, onion uttapam, masala dosa, green kalaloo, bell and samosa, corn and aloo, yaman cassava, pepper pot stew, rotlo guava, rice or tofu, puri paratha, sesame casserole, brown eggless pasta and brown bread rolls, soya milk muesli, soybean curd, soya sweet sweeties, soya is the word, soybean margarine or soya ice cream. What can make medicine? Soya, of course. Soya makes yogurt or soya ice cream. Soya sorbet, soya reign supreme, soya stick licorice, soya salads. Tiny soya dish, soya is bad. Plantain and tabbouleh, cornmeal pudding, breadfruit and coconut molasses tea, gingerbread nut roast, sorrel pawpaw, cocoa and white toaster, take them on tour. Drinking Komobi makes me feel sweet. What was that question now? What do we eat? I'm going to read a short prayer now, so please be silenced now. Bring your own way. Okay, boss. Benjamin Zephaniah touched people's heart, both in the local community and worldwide, and his legacy shall live on, and his work shall be enjoyed by many generations in the future. His work means a lot to me, and his poetry shall always stay in my heart. Thank you everyone for listening to me.
You know what, he's milked it, but one more time, a big round of applause. Well done. Okay, we'd now like to welcome to the stage as well, Amaya, another young
Go, Maya. Hello, today I'm going to be reading my favourite poem by Benjamin Zephaniah, Talking Turkeys. Be nice to your turkeys this Christmas, because turkeys just want to have fun. Turkeys are cool, turkeys are wicked, and every turkey has a mum. Be nice to your turkeys this Christmas, don't eat it, keep it alive. It could be your mate and not on your plate. Say, yo turkey, I'm on your side. I've got lots of friends who are turkeys, and all of them fear Christmas time. They want to enjoy it, they say humans destroyed it, and humans are out of their mind. Yeah, I got lots of friends who are turkeys, they all have a right to life, not to be caged up and genetically made up by any farmer and his wife. Turkeys just want a reggae, turkeys just want a hip hop. Can you imagine a nice young turkey saying, I cannot wait for the chop? Turkeys like getting Christmas presents, they want to watch Christmas TV. Turkeys have brains and turkeys feel pain in many ways like you and me. I once knew a turkey called Turkey. He said, Benji, explain to me please, who put the turkey in Christmas and what happens to Christmas trees? I said, I'm not too sure, Turkey, but it's nothing to do with Christ Mass. Humans get greedy and waste more than need be, and businessmen make loads of cash.
Be nice to your turkeys this Christmas. Invite them indoors for some greens. Let them eat cake and let them partake in a plate of organic grown beans. Be nice to your turkeys this Christmas and spare them the cut of the knife. Join Turkeys United and they'll be delighted and you will make new friends for life.
So that's Amaya Atkinchu, speaking Talking Turkeys. Thank you very much for that, Maya. We're now going to welcome Kinza Lone Ibrahim from Camp Hill School.
Hi, I'm going to read out one of my favorite poems by one of my favorite poets, Poetics. Hello. I'm going to read out one of my favorite poems by one of my favorite poets, Benjamin Zephaniah, Poetics. There's a poem on your face, there's a poem in the sky, there's a poem in outer space, there are poems passing by. There are poems in your dreams, there are poems in your head. Sometimes I cannot get to sleep because there are poems in my bed. There are poems in your tea, there are poems in your toast. I have found much poetry in the place I love the most. There's a poem right in front of you, get to know its rhyme. If you are not sure what to do, just call it poem time. There's a poem in my shoes, there's a poem in my shirt. When a poem meets the blues, it can really, really hurt. Other poems make you grin when they dribble off your chin. Some poems think they're great, so they like to make you wait. I see poems in your teeth, I see poems in my cap. I hear poems underneath go rat-a-tat-a-tat. This one has not finished yet, it keeps on coming on the beat. It is soggy and it's wet, but it's also very sweet. There are poems for the ear, there are poems for the page. Some poems are not quite clear, but they get better with age. There are poems for the hip, there are poems for the heart. Everything is poetic. Poetry will never stop. There are poems on your finger, there are poems on your nose. If you give it time to linger, it will grow and grow and grow. There's a poem in you, beautiful, can't you see? It's right there. I think it's so incredible. There are poems everywhere.
Thank you so much for that. Well done. Well done to all the young people. Give me a round of applause one more time. Okay, we've got one more for you, Faris and Rakeem. Step forward. What are you talking about?
Me and Rakeem are talking about a poem, two poems that we quite like. The poem is called If You See and If You Hear. If you see a zebra crossing, stop and let it cross. If you see a flower flowing, let it flow. If you see someone who's bossy, tell them who's boss. If you see someone with knowledge, let them know. If you hear some rock and roll, try to rock and roll. If you hear a rumor spreading, make some room. If you hear a mole trying to dig a hole, then you have heard a very dirty little tune. Thank you for listening.
Okay, we're almost there. Is everybody still excited? Yeah! It's not loud enough. Is everybody still excited? Yeah! Okay, so we've just got a very, very quick change to the program here. We're going to have some music for you by Malika Queen. Have I got it right? Yeah. So if Malika comes and sets up in the background. Does anybody know this lady? Yes. Yeah, do we know what she does? Yeah. Are we excited to hear her music? Yeah. Alright, well we'll just give her 5 minutes to do that. In the meantime, I want to introduce somebody who's going to clap me my head back in a minute here, but she's there chatting away. The person that's been responsible for putting all this together from Black Heritage Walk side is Dawn Carr. Step forward. See? If you notice, Dawn's really smartly dressed as well, because if you look in her hand, she's just been, what did you receive?
The King's Voluntary Service Award, so literally to come back from that. Thank you.
Okay, so Dawn, if you just want to tell us how this came about and then introduce the family, please.
I'm overwhelmed. I've just got here and I just can't believe how many of the community have come out to come to see this mural, which we set up as a memorial for Benjamin Zephaniah. When we found out that this is the Handsworth community, when we all found out that he'd gone to and transitioned away, we were devastated as a community, and instantly we wanted to do something to honour his memory. And if you know, he dearly loved Handsworth, and most of his formative adult kind of years were here in Handsworth and with the struggles of the local community. So what we wanted to do is make sure that we put something in honour of him around about his birthday. I think his birthday is questionable. It's supposed to be tomorrow. So his birthday is tomorrow, but also he's from the tribe of Benjamin, which is March. So we installed this mural during the March to honour his cultural and spiritual birthday, as well as his birthday here on the earth. I don't really know what to say. I'm just overwhelmed. What I want to do is just really let the family say it all. So without further ado, I just want to introduce the family. So we've got Tippa Nathali, who's here, and also Mark and Millie. And Joyce, are you coming up as well, Joyce? Okay, so Mark, Millie, Joyce, and David. David, are you around anywhere? So I'm honoured that when we put this together, we consulted with the family, and they were fully supportive of us doing this work, as well as the community of Handsworth. So we liaised directly with the Friends of Handsworth Park and all people in Handsworth to consult on this mural. And I'm honoured to have the family here give their blessing.
Wow, now come on, big up Dawn. The Black Heritage Walks was one of the first organisations to contact us after Benji had passed, to offer something, to do something in his memory. And my sisters met with Dawn and her colleagues very soon after, and look at what they've achieved. I mean, come on, big up. Dawn is also right that, Benji often referred to Handsworth as his backyard for years and years and years. He never forgot his roots. And later on, if you all look at the wording on this wall here, that comes from a song that Benji performed, and I was in Benji's band at that time. This was in the late 80s. It was simply called the Benjamin Zephaniah Band. We couldn't think of anything more appropriate. So we said to Benji, yeah, just call it the Benjamin Zephaniah Band. But that poem starts with the lyrics, come we get together, make we all unite in a Handsworth. Come we get together, make we all unite in a Handsworth. Silver and gold we might have none, but we have we brain, we no need no gun. Community police dep on the street, but we still stand strong till the work complete. That was my brother. He lived in this park. He probably sat outside this building many times. I won't tell you what he was doing. But Benjamin loved Handsworth, and Handsworth has shown its love for Benjamin. I just want to say that Benjamin would have loved this, and he would have showed off about it for months. Send me in a Handsworth Park, no. He would have loved it. And it makes me sad in a way that he's not here to see it. But we all will live on in Benji's name and respect that name. To the world, Benjamin was the people's champion, the people's poet, an artist, an actor, a writer, a poet. I could go on. But to us, his siblings, he was simply our big brother. It would be very hard for anyone here who has not known him as long as we have to understand the pain that we felt when we not only lost Benjamin the artist, the poet, the writer, but our big brother as well. Benjamin shaped my entire cultural outlook on the world. I left Birmingham as a young man in 1983 to go and live with him. And he introduced me to all these people that I'd never really dealt with before, because I was a strict Rasta. I mean, I deal with no white people, I mean, I deal with this, I mean, I deal with that. And Benjamin opened my eyes to that. You got to love everybody, show everybody respect. You can still maintain your cultural heritage. You're not selling out by having a white friend or an Asian friend or whatever. My poetry was changed, influenced by my big brother. My family are really grateful to all the people who have come forward and supported us to make this happen. We just want you to know that we love you. Benjamin loves you. His family and his friends love you. Thank you very much.
Does anybody else from the family want to speak?
Hi, good afternoon. Thank you everybody for turning out. My heart heavy.
Come, Millie.
Thank you.
Hold your power.
Thank you. Benji would want us to be strong, trust me on that one.
That's right.
Because Benji was, as everybody always said to me, me radical like my brother. Yeah? Me radical man. Trust me for now one day. But, you know, this is amazing because, you know, at the end of the day, he's looking down on us. We know that. We know our brother's our big brother. I mean, there's only 13 months between me and Benji, but he's still my big brother. You get me? Because he loved his family. He loved my mom. He loved my mom so deeply, deeply. Mommy can't be here because mom's bedridden now, but mom's 90 this year, and Benji was looking forward to that day as well. But you know what? Everything for your reason. God knows best. He only takes the best. Trust me on that one. So thank you everybody for coming. Thank you for the artists. Thank you for the organizer. Thank you for the young lady. Thank you. Thank you. Trust me. Thank you. Yes.
Ladies and gents here, I'm really sorry to say this, but the people at the back here, I know you might not be able to see, but ladies and gents at the back, if you do want to talk, it's a massive park, go along over there, sir, and talk, yeah? Show some respect for what we're doing here today, please. I really must say that. I don't want to have to say it again. Okay, thank you.
He's a big guy as well.
You'll find out why I said that in 1 minute as well, so.
Hello, everybody. I'm Zephaniah, Benjamin Zephaniah's wife. Well, I'm not, you know, all the time I just...
Excuse me, ladies and gents at the back, please, if you can't be quiet here, go to another part of the park. I don't want to have to come down there, trust me. All right, thank you. Sorry for that, couldn't even start again, please.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, Zephaniah. My name spell is Qian. And, well, normally Benjamin just protect me, hide me behind him, because he said, well, Qian, you know you do some background job for me. I said, okay, no problem. And thank you so much for the love you showed for Benjamin. It was really a tough year last year, but, you know, we are here now, and Benjamin still give us inspiration to encourage us to carry on. And yeah, thank you. And to be honest, in the future there will be more events for Benjamin coming on, and you know, his work and spiritual will carry on. So yeah, we'll And oh wow, everybody knows tomorrow is Benjamin Zephaniah's birthday, and actually I want to say that if you have any photo with Benjamin, please submit in his social media. And because we're collecting all the photos, we want to do something for Benjamin. A statue or a photograph for the future's Benjamin Memorial event. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jen. Thank you. So just before we get Malika on as well, sorry. There's something that I wanted to point out. Benjamin was also an actor and he played a part in Peaky Blinders. Any Peaky Blinders fans here? Yeah? And I'm a historian, so I just wanted to actually make sure that we understood the significance of his role. So everybody knows that Benjamin played the part of, does anybody know the name Jeremiah Jesus Matthews? Yeah? Does anybody, where's all the Peaky Blinders? I thought you just said you did. Yeah? So we all saw Benjamin on TV playing this part, and we all thought, yes, a black brother in Birmingham playing this part. Looks a bit weird, it's in 1914, it doesn't make any sense. Agreed? Yeah, but the part Benjamin was playing was actually based on a real person. The name I've just mentioned is a World War I veteran. And what's ironic is this building that it's actually been painted on was actually put in Handsworth Park as a rest stop for veterans who came back from the First World War. Not just black, not just white, not what I said there, not just black. So Jamaican veterans who fought in the First World War would have actually come to this park as well. And the character it was based on was based here. I'm not going to bore you with it too much, but do read it, because he didn't just play that part just for the sake of getting some shekels in his pocket. He played the part because it was a significant part of history. And I do ask that you all look at that. I'm also an ex-veteran. I do a lot of work on black soldiers, especially in World War I and World War II. Not just Jamaica, Trinidad, Barbados, so quiet, Trinidad, Barbados, St. Kitts, right the way across the Caribbean, black veterans actually fought, and that character that he played was actually a true representation. So let's pick up some noise for Benjamin and his character in Peaky Blinders. So we're going to come to a little musical.
Okay, hi everyone. Okay, blessings everyone, and it's beautiful to be here. I am Malika Queely, and I'm going to be playing two songs for you. The first is Redemption Song, and the second I'm going to be joined by two amazing young people who are also inspired greatly by Benjamin Zephaniah and his works. Give thanks for his life.
you can join me with this one. Don't worry about a thing. Check. Whether you can do it elsewhere.
Thank you so much for that. Are you going to give it? By the way, we've just also had a request here to pass over.
If I could just, somebody just give me this gift. It's a piece of Handsworth Park. It used to be, I think, a cherry tree. A cotton tree, and I just want to give this gift to the family of Benjamin Zephaniah. Tipper, where you gone? So that's a gift from Handsworth Park. Yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah, how many? Sister Ife?
Okay, children, we're not going to be much longer now as well. If anybody has any children that would like to signify the opening of the mural, just bring them to the front to pick up this cloth. Some of the children are missing it now, but like, you can call them back. And in the meantime, while we're doing that, can we have all the children to the front who want to actually open the mural and look and provide us with a very short poem that she's created. Thanks. Only a couple of minutes to go.
I wrote this ode. It's an ode to Benjamin. The night sky, the night stars will shine that much brighter now that you're on high. The daytime skies will be that much clearer and lighter now you've spread your wings to fly.
Sorry, there's just a couple of things going on at the same time. So let's just bet all the children come down the front here. You can start again from the beginning. Can I have the rest of the family back up here, please? Just about 5 minutes away from family back at the front. Where's Joyce and Millie? Joyce, Millie. Oh, they can make the way here. We're just going to have this ode here, and then we're going to start with opening of the mural.
Ode to Benjamin. The night stars will shine that much brighter now that you're with them on high. The daytime skies will be that much clearer now you've spread your wings to fly. Thank you, Benjamin, thank you.
for the love that you shared so generously, touching hearts far and near, with your often humorous, always erudite idiosyncrasies. No worries, the message did reach them ears like a telephone ringing loud and clear. We'll promise to do our best and not to hold you back or pry, because deep down inside something says it isn't over. We'll see you again, and so in your honour we're gathered now to celebrate a life well lived, well journeyed, well spent, one that was truly heaven sent. And now we wish you peace, joy and happiness as you blaze your trail anew. Thank you, Benjamin, for the gifts that you left in memory of you. Happy days, dearest Benjamin, in anticipation of when we rekindle and meet once again. Farewell, farewell, dearest beloved friend. On angel wings, our love we send.
Thank you very much, and that's quite love. Right. We're 2 minus 3 minutes away from opening a mural. So we're just going to introduce one more person to you. He's known to most people as Mr. Hansworth. Is that what you call yourself?
Hi everybody.
Welcome, Mr. Hansworth.
Good day to everybody. Wonderful day, and at least the rain is not falling. For those people who know Antwerp Park, I'm talking about the elders, the people who have been here for a long time. If you've been in Antwerp Park from a child, put your hand in the air. If you enjoy something in Antwerp Park through your years, give me a whoop, whoop. Now don't forget, we want to thank everybody who has come along to celebrate Benjamin's special day. Now, me and Cash, you know that we do the martial arts. I'm a martial artist and Cash is a martial artist. He came to see me, he phoned me and said, Hector, I'm coming to Birmingham, I want to see you. So we trained in the Leisure Centre there on a Saturday, and guess who came to the door? Benjamin. But half of the children didn't know who Benjamin was. So I said, children, do you know who this person is? Yeah. They go, no. I said, have you heard of Benjamin Zephaniah? Oh, yeah. I said, this is the real person in person, eh? So give him the blessing and give the family blessing, because I've known them for many, many years. Okay? It's not just me calling myself Mr. Hanford, it's you, the community, made me Mr. Hanford. And I want to thank everybody who... Come here, darling, please. Come here. Ni hao. Lehama. You must know that it's very special that his wife can turn up to Hanford in the park to see where it's going to take place. So give your blessing for you and your family. Okay? Okay, thank you very much, but we don't want to hold it up because we're going to make... But okay. Have a good day, everybody. Wonderful day.
So, ladies and gentlemen...
Right, guys, I'm back here. I'm back with Queen Effie, and she was a great friend of Benjamin Zephaniah. Can you share some of your memories, please?
Oh gosh, well I met Benjamin in the early 80s in Wales. As a group of young Rastas. We had a centre and he opened the centre for us. Then from then on we just became really good friends. I mean, before the days of email and mobile phones, we used to write letters. I've got a lot of his letters still. And even up to this day, I think up to a few months before he passed through my house, and we just reasoned like we normally do, or we go out for food and just play jokes. He was a joker. So, but yeah, beautiful man. Really miss him. Really miss him.
What do you think of the mural celebration?
Oh my God, it's awesome. Absolutely amazing. Such talent, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. And so much people have turned out as well.
Yeah, it's nice, beautiful. Well, he was loved.
He was loved, yeah.
You can't help but love. He was just a beautiful person. You know, whether you just knew him for his poetry, but, you know, somebody that I knew and held close to my heart. 40 years we knew each other. So, you know, it's very poignant today. I feel quite sad, but I feel blessed to have known him. So, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Look after yourself.
You too.
Massive respect.
And you too.
Thanks.
Blessed love. Blessings.
And you also know Benjamin Zephaniah.
I didn't know him personally, but I always went to watch his shows.
Yes.
I took my daughter.
Okay.
I introduced her to Peaky Blinders.
Your daughter?
Yeah, my daughter, Virginia.
We tend to forget he was an actor.
Yes. And she loved the show. She loves the even though like his abilities, his strengths, his talent. It's just amazing. Amazing.
And the
memorial was absolutely amazing.
Yes.
We couldn't wait. She was like, "Mama, get ready, let's go. We've got to go and be at
also,
home."
you're younger than your mother, so what is your influence?
So I loved like reading his poems in school.
Yes.
So I've always kind of known about like his influence in the community. So coming here was like so cool. I like seeing it. It's so beautiful as well.
Right.
Yeah, we lost such a great person.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Marvelous.
Yeah, take care.
Right, I've got the chairman of the ACMC here, Mr. Philip Murphy. How you doing, Phil?
I'm very well. Very really pleased to be at this occasion.
So you're celebrating the life, what we said, of Benjamin Zephaniah.
Yeah, of course.
Tell us a little bit about your memory of Benjamin.
Well, I have only met him once.
Yes.
And he came, you talked about the ACMC just now, and he came to the ACMC.
Yeah.
And it was very, very impressive. But of course, I knew about Benjamin for over the years. In fact, I've been listening to his autobiography on Radio 4, which is very good. He had an extraordinary traffic life, but, you know, a great poet. And considering how many things he has gone through, the fact that he became a great poet, almost became the poet laureate of Oxford University. So, a great man.
And what's about the mural?
Very impressed with the mural. I haven't met the artists yet, but I think this is very good. The last time I came to an event like this was when Mr. Mandela came to Answer Park. So this is a very similar great, and this obviously does tremendous favour to the local black community. This is good. It's a great day of celebration, and I'm glad to see a new star already here. So thanks for the interview. It's very good and very impressive mural.
Okay, thank you, Philip.
Look after you. Good luck, eh?
Thanks, guys. Mr. Philip Murphy there of the ACMC Centre, New Star Radio. Right, I'm here with UK singer Yaz Alexander. How you doing, Yaz?
I'm all right, you know, bro. It's a long time I don't see you.
It's a long time. So we're here to celebrate.
Long time.
I know, long time. We're here to celebrate Benjamin Zephaniah today.
Yes, absolutely. The unveiling of this mural. This mural is one of the best murals I have seen in a long time.
Yes.
I feel honoured to actually to see this work. The work is amazing.
Because we're at home, aren't we?
We're at home.
Regardless of where we go, we're at home.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing.
You know, and Benjamin is hands work, man.
That's right.
You know, as much as he became global. this is a real sense of community here, and I really feel blessed to be here.
Right, it's good to see you. And he's never forget his roots. He's
That's right.
He's never
That's
forget
right.
his roots.
Yeah.
So, what have you been up to? What have you been up to lately?
Oh, come on now, this is about Benjamin.
Well, I still got to ask. Any tunes, any albums, any projects?
I am working on some things behind the scenes, as they say.
Okay.
But the one thing that I don't know if you know about that I'm going to ask you to check out is a collaboration that I did with Benjamin a few years ago.
That's right, I've heard it.
So then now you need to have a look at it online.
That's right, great.
And then let me know how that is.
Okay.
And when I have something out, I'll be sure to let you all know.
Good idea.
Okay.
Good to see you. Look after
Peace and
yourself.
love.
My sister. Take care. I'm here with Hector, Mr. Hansworth. I know you're going to tell me your title, but we're not having...
No, I don't want you to tell you my title. My name is Mr. Hansworth himself.
I know the titles for everyone, as you said.
That is correct.
Right, so how you doing?
I'm not too bad.
And tell us a little about Benjamin.
Well, you see, one thing about Benjamin, when we were children, we know Cyril, because I used to be a dancer back in the days. And most people know that I'm a dancer. I still dance up until this day. But Benjamin, he also loved dancing, but the thing that takes us back in the days is when I used to teach the martial arts. It's about how we used to do E-Light, Grand Palace, the late night Kung Fu movies and stuff like that. And then you see, when we're living in a community, Lascelles and Huston was the place to be.
Okay.
Lascelles and Huston, we had Huston Park and Antwerp Park that everybody used to stay there till after dark.
Right.
And we were having lots of fun as children. So now we're trying to bring the unity back to our community, even if it's just the poetry, with the sound system, but we're trying to find out how we can bring the family back.
Okay. Now, what do you think about this wonderful mural?
Well, this is one point of it.
Yes.
Now that they've put this mural together, I don't want to see it in the dark. I would like to see it in the light. So at night, I need to put some light on there now, so that it shines bright at night.
Yes.
And that is what our aim is, to try to get some light on this building at night so people can see what's happening. Yeah.
Marvelous.
But
Absolutely marvelous.
on behalf of the community, the people who've organized it, we want to thank them very much for bringing people to Antwerp who've never been to Antwerp before to find out. We've got 2 grammar schools. Also, we've got a museum in Antwerp. But Benjamin is doing such a wonderful thing around the world, so we're shining the light on Antwerp any which way we can. With the poetry, with rhyme and music all the time. 1 and 1 makes 2, and 2 and 2 makes 4.
Thank you, Mr. Hansworth.
Make them come through the door. Ask for some more. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Welcome to Antwerp.
Thank you. Right, I am here with Dawn. Dawn is one of the organisers of the whole event. Tell us a little about this.
So basically, I'm part of Black Heritage Walks Network, and we run a series of Black Heritage Walks across Birmingham and also here in the Handsworth area. We previously installed a mural, the Reggae Royalty one, here in Handsworth Leisure Centre. And then when we found out about Benjamin Zephaniah, we wanted to make sure we made a mark in the park to honour his memory and also so give the chance for the community to celebrate his legacy.
Yes. And what do you think of the mural?
It's wonderful. Do you want me to tell you what it's all about?
Yes, tell us what it's all about. Great.
Okay, so
that would be good.
Just to let you know, we consulted with Benjamin Zephaniah's family.
Yes.
We also consulted with the Rastafarian community. We consulted with the whole of Handsworth and many big people. And so all the images on here is an amalgamation of everybody's comments. So we've got Benjamin Zephaniah in the image of Jimmy Jesus in Peaky Blinders. So Jimmy Jesus is not just about Peaky Blinders. Jimmy Jesus was a Caribbean Jamaican guy who came here in the First World War. He fought in the war with the Peaky Blinders family and then went back to Jamaica, but missed Birmingham so much he came back to Birmingham. So that needs to be celebrated. Yeah. Then you've got Benjamin Zephaniah, just as himself as a poet, as we all know him. Yes. So that's him as a person who's for the people. So you got the people's champion here.
That's right.
So the people's champion bit represents him in terms of
no war.
No war, all the things that he fought for as for human rights, in terms of equality, in terms of people who've been disenfranchised within the community for years here in the UK, and Benjamin Zephaniah was that people's champion. And then over there in the final image is Benjamin Zephaniah as a dub poet, as a reggae artist, and you can see the lyrics from Handsworth Unite. So that we chose that one obviously because it's in Handsworth and because of the lyrics are special to the residents here in Handsworth. And finally, there's another poem that was chosen by the children. We had, did you see the children here earlier on?
That's right, yeah.
It's nice to see that young people support his legacy as well.
That's right.
People who've never met him, he's inspired everybody. And we had a very special artist called Hunt Emerson. And I'm sure we're all the same age. We all used to read the Beano comic.
Yeah.
You remember the Beano?
Yeah.
Hunt Emerson was one of the cartoonists for the Beano comic.
Wow.
And he came out and he did his little bit on the mural as well. Yeah. So we're blessed.
Great.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the great work you've done.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks, cheers.
Can I introduce you guys to an artist who works with Benjamin also?
Okay.
She's called Amy Love.
Amy Love.
From a band that Benjamin was working with called Revolutionary Mind. And this is live Amy Love, and she'll do her thing. So she's artist in her own right, and she's stonky.
Okay. So you are Amy Love.
I am Amy True, sir. Amy True, but you can love Amy True. That's all right. Yeah?
Okay, tell us about some of the work you've done with Benjamin Zephaniah.
So I did the vocals for the Benjamin's album, The Revolutionary Minds, about 8 years ago now, and then he asked me to go on tour with him and the bands, Benjamin Zephaniah and The Revolutionary Minds. So we've been on tour about 4 or 5 times, and that's with Corin Pennington as well on producer and keys, and we had Craig on drums and Yaki on bass yeah, man, and we had a beautiful time together, and that's how I got to become more closer to Benjamin, and Benjamin was one of my mentors because I am a rapper and a poet also, and I mentor young people.
You're a rapper and a poet, so you're gonna spit up some lyrics.
Gonna spit some bars?
Yes.
What, you want me to spit some
bars? I want you to spit some bars.
Oh, I don't know if it's appropriate. We're live, innit?
Of course we're
I'm
live.
not swearing, I'm quite political and that.
Don't swear.
Don't swear.
No, you improvise.
Improvise.
Just improvise, man. You're an artist. We all improvise.
All right. Okay. You can't have what was never yours. I'm swinging swords, channeling from source. Of course, I get saucy, banishing the spells they cast. Illuminati. Never I was here for now. My heart's rowdy. Your path's cloudy. I don't take sweets from Nazis. Black liberation movement, Marcus Garvey. Cause Black Lives Matters on some Laurel and Hardy. Turn up late to the party and plug my mic in till Zionists turn off the Lecky and kill Kenny, Sebi, Nipsey and Pac. Yeah, there's many. That'll do, I think. That'll do. But thank you for having me.
I'll tell you,
Amy True Love.
I'll tell you could split the lyrics.
Yeah, man. I was like, sugar. Which one? Man. Thank you, yeah.
Fantastic.
No, this is a beautiful day in celebration of Benjamin's essence.
Of course.
And we're trying to, yeah, man.
Respect.
Celebrate life, man.
Right.
All right.
Thank
cool.
you.
I didn't swear.
No, I told you to improvise now, didn't I? Right, guys, we're having fun here. We're having such a great moment here, right here in Handsworth Park, you know. And when I first actually just came to the UK, Handsworth Park was actually my running ground, one of my running ground, which after the marvel. And even back in the day, we used to drive the car in and just sit on the car bonnet, and when the Handsworth Carnival used to be on, you know what I mean? Even before Synodad, it's absolutely great. Used to see great bands in the park, Steel Pulse and all those guys. We used to just come and sit down in the park and just, you know, it was absolutely marvelous. Wow, absolutely great.
What are you asking me now?
What are we doing in here?
Yeah.
Catherine, how are you?
Yes, I'm good, thank you. And
You're
you?
from the Gabbinan band, aren't you?
I am indeed, yes.
How things going on with the Gabbinan band?
It's going cool, you know.
Going cool?
Yeah. We just did the jam houses, and you know, we're taking it slow this year.
Taking it slowly.
Yeah, but
you've been fairly busy.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's get to the part. Let's talk about
the mural,
the celebration here.
Yes. Wonderful tribute. It's great and fantastic that we have that to honor our artists. Yeah. Mainly somebody with a voice like Benjamin Zephaniah. Yeah, fantastic.
What are your inspirations from Benjamin Zephaniah? And I know Gavin would have, you know what I mean, would have known him so much because it's all back in the days, you know what I mean, all down here.
Absolutely. And they were, you know, chatting every now and then and
That's
so
right.
on. You see, you know, hopefully. But well, you know, the one thing is that he always stuck to his guns, you know, so didn't change how he felt, what he was talking about. His vision has always been the same, and it's good to see that, you know, it's been an inspiration to the youngsters. I hope to the youngsters you see in Birmingham. I hope that now, you know, they learn even more about Benjamin, because the voice that he's had, it's worth it. It's worth it.
Thank you, Katya.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Have a good day.
And you.
Don't rock so hard. Say hello to Mr. Gavin Hunt for me.
We'll do. Somewhere. He should be somewhere here.
Yeah, I didn't spot him.
Somewhere.
If you spot him, tell him to give me a shout.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Yeah.
Right, I'm here with Bonnie. Bonnie, you're the artist for this.
No.
No?
Yeah, I am. Okay.
No, you're trying to confuse me. So you are the artist. Let me start again.
I'm the artist.
Wonderful.
I'm the artist.
Now, let me ask you. It's absolutely a work of art.
Thank you.
How long did it take you?
It took me, I'd say about 10 days.
Yes.
There was a lot of rain that I was battling with and stuff, you know. I'd paint and then it'd start raining and then I'd have to literally stop and go back. But yeah, it took me about 10 days.
And how much did Benjamin Zephaniah influence you when he did that? How did it get right into your head?
Listen, I'm originally from London.
Okay.
Right? But I've been living here now in Birmingham for about 10 years. As a young black youth growing up, people like Benjamin Zephaniah were integral to us.
Yes.
You know, his words were integral. He stood for people like me and people who are completely different from me. You know, and I just think somebody like him, they're far and few between now. You know, as he disappears, I'm like, well, who's there to replace him? You know, and the type of breed of man that he was, it's far and few between. You know, we live in this world now where it's all about my likes and how many followers do I have, and
that's right.
There's lack of kind of integrity. You know, you look at Benjamin and his words were for the people. You know, they were almost not about him. Like, you know what, these words are for you lot. You know, so.
Fantastic. Congratulations. What other work you got coming up in future?
Right, I've got something that I can't really talk about.
It's a secret, but you're still working.
Yeah. And I know the community will enjoy it.
Yeah.
They really will.
And it's going to be whereabouts?
Not far from here.
Not far from here, yeah.
But once that gets going, it'll be really appreciated. You know, trust me, the community will love that one.
Right.
Yeah,
Thank
they
you.
will love that.
Let me say congratulations.
Thank you.
Wonderful work. Wonderful.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Have a good day. Respect. Marcia.
Hello.
We're back again.
It's fantastic.
Tell us a little about this.
Absolutely exceeded all of our expectations. But then it would do, because Benjamin Zephaniah exceeded everyone's expectations of someone, a humble person from Handsworth, a Rastafarian, this black guy with locks. Well, and you know, that gives that sort of like negative connotation, but no, he showed that we are a people of creativity, spirit, poetry, and it's not even so much that. You can see just from the sheer amount of people here that we've got people of every different race, and that's very important because he reached to everyone. This is an international star, and we've got international visitors here.
That's right.
And as I said to you, you couldn't put Benjamin Zephaniah in one box. He was an actor, activist, poet. But you know what? He was a son of Handsworth.
Yes, definitely.
That's the most
and the thing about it, he has never forget his roots. He's never ever forget. And I admire that so much. You know, sometimes you come across so much different people and so much artists, and they made it, and I don't even know what people. They get a bit of money and they get out, and you never see them again. You know.
Ben, I've read for me, out of respect, I read his autobiography.
Yeah.
And literally on every other page, there's mention of Handsworth.
That's right.
Handsworth, Aston,
Newtown.
And so he's grounded on his roots.
Yes.
True Rastafari.
True. It's been a great day.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for being
caught. I don't like him right now. I recognize that Monday too.
Right, so I'm here with this Birmingham Handsworth Park by the Mural with the giant of music.
Is this live? Is this live?
Mr. Basil Gavin. You're on the telly. How are you, Basil?
I'm cold.
It's not that cold. Look, I've got my summer clothes on.
They say it was going to be warm this weekend.
They didn't.
Yeah. So I come all, oops. Well, I got my coat on and another jacket.
And I should say Basil Gavin is the founding member of Steel Pulse.
Blessed. You know what? I walk in here, right?
Yes.
Up the top there, and I see Steel Pulse
Mural.
Yeah. And I go, look at that, man. When I was 15, it just threw me back to when I was 15.
Yes.
And we on the park here every Sunday.
Yeah.
Every Sunday, the park was full of the community.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
The black community. You have sound system. You have people selling food over there, and so on and so. It was part of our culture. It was part of our way of life.
Yes.
And I'm saying to myself, what's happened to all that now? It's kind of.
And we used to drive in that car and sit at the bonnets when it was about.
Some of them who could afford that,
Yes.
And it was just amazing. So for me, I'm a little bit disappointed or sad that our youngsters, those under the age of 30, I guess, or 25, don't have that same opportunity to communicate with our other brethren around the town. It's kind of we've scattered.
Okay.
Scattered.
What do you think of this? Scattered. Is a tune coming on there?
Scattered.
What about let's tell us about the mural of.
Yes, my brethren.
Tell us about the mural. Tell us about the mural.
Yeah.
Hannah and Benjamin Zephaniah.
Is who did are you doing that?
Back again.
This brother here bad.
This bad.
I was telling him about the Steel Pulse mural.
Yeah.
I know you didn't do that one, but the one next to it.
Yes.
Right? This brethren. I did a video the other day. I did a tune the other day, called Oh Jaja.
Yeah. I spotted that.
Yeah, you
I
see?
played that as well.
Yeah. And I use a mural, I use a mural.
Of course.
Don't charge me for it,
Of course.
Yeah.
It's for you, man. It's for the people.
Yeah. So this brother here, he come all the way from London.
Yes.
Well, I live here now.
Yeah. Him hitchhike as well, Come
hitchhike.
under the painting. You understand me? So big him up.
Birmingham?
So we know it's great work, isn't it?
Absolutely
great.
You know something I don't even fully see.
Yeah, you probably have to
Take you back away from the camera. What's the matter with you? You're a star. You've done this all the time.
But hear me now.
Yes.
I write a tune for the man,
Yeah.
I was very, very sad when I heard. I know we all have to go to the next journey, go on the next journey, but I was very sad to hear because that man there, we started together. In a sense, Benji and Steel Pulse more or less started together. Was doing similar venues back in the day. It's another chapter.
Yeah, it is another chapter.
You know what I'm saying? In fact, you guys here, and the man behind the camera there.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody know who you are.
Yes.
You're one of the next chapters.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
They'll be doing videos and stuff about YouTube. You think I'm lying? Yeah. Because you're documenting it, aren't you? You're documenting what's been going on.
Yeah.
You understand me?
That's right.
So,
That's right.
big up yourself.
Thank you very much.
And so,
yes.
Why have you decided to big up Handsworth?
Why have you decided to big up Handsworth?
Yes.
Well, I lived not very, very far from here. When I first came to this country, I lived not very far from here. In fact, I lived in Lossos.
Where?
Parents live in Lossos. And what I used to do, first I used to go to Aston Park, right? And then I leave Aston Park, and then I went to start coming to Handsworth Park.
Okay.
And when I start coming,
wise man.
When I start coming to Handsworth Park, because I could afford it, I had a car. So what we used to do, we used to drive in the Handsworth Park and sit on our cart.
Yes.
And guess who we used to hear play? Steel Pulse. So that was it. So
blame it on me. Blame it on me.
So all my friends was in. I had no friends in Lazarus, but all my friends was in Handsworth, in Birmingham 20, not Birmingham 19.
Love it.
So
21.
2021.
Yeah, man. Thank you very much,
So
sir.
that was it.
Yes.
What you got coming up? Because we know about the album. Tell us about the album again.
Yeah, well, no, okay, I put an album out called Let's Live, and I've taken a track off it called Oh Jaja.
Yes.
Wicked track, you know.
Yeah, it's a wicked track.
And you know, like I said earlier, we recorded it again with the mural as the backdrop.
Yeah.
Of, you know, you had Steel Pulse, you got Musical Youth, UB40, Symbols, Black Symbol.
Black Symbol, yeah.
Yeah, Pato Banton.
I will not Symbol like
Yeah?
We lost Symbol like
Symbol just gone the other day. Yeah, you know what I mean? You know, all them one day. And there should be a festival that, you
celebrates,
know, educate our youngsters of what Handsworth was about. Not just, no disrespect to simmer down, but something less commercialized, something a little bit more community based, so that the youngsters can say, this is what we were doing, this is what we're doing, you know. So something like that I would like to see, you know, to be fair. Over and out.
Basil, respect. You hurt my hand. Right, guys, I got Michael here. Michael is a poet. Michael, how are you?
How you doing, my good sir?
Good to
Manners
see
and
you.
respect.
Manners and
Bless,
respect.
you know, I had to come down and...
You had to come down to the celebrations, because I know Benjamin would have influenced you.
No must. Yeah.
Tell us a little about your inspiration from Benjamin.
Well, you know, I think as I said when we spoke before, my father grew up with Benjamin, or went to the same school.
Yeah.
So his words and his kind of rhetoric has always been kind of in the house, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But, you know, obviously we grew up in the community, so a lot of it is just in sync with the ethos of the people. But yeah, he definitely helped kind of inspire me to have a love for words and appreciation. One of many dub poets in it, really, to be honest.
That's great. What work you got coming up? Because you've been on What's on Your Mind, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
What program was that? You remember what program was that?
Yeah, that was on Wednesday.
Yes. What week was it? Can you remember what week it was?
Maybe about 3 weeks ago.
That's right.
Yeah.
So we can find you there. What else you got?
100%.
What else you got coming up?
Yeah, just been doing things like open mic sessions. I did a nice poetry workshop for Children of the Sun.
Okay.
Holiday school in Easter in April. Beautiful kind of little session there where we did some work with the young people and did a few things. So, you know, I'm about in the community, just getting about, doing my thing, really. You know what I mean?
Michael, keep the good work out.
Blessings,
good to see you.
You don't know. Good to see you, brother.
Nice
Be
one.
well, yeah?
Nice. Thank you. Right, guys, as I say, we're coming to the close at the end of the program. And don't forget, it's What's on Your Mind. New Star Radio Live, Breakthrough TV. I am Carl Campbell, and we're about to sign off right at this wonderful mural celebrating the life of Benjamin Zephaniah. And it has been an absolutely wonderful day. Let me say thank you. Thank you for tuning in to Breakthrough TV, and have a good day. And I'll leave you with this focus.
New Star Radio are now recruiting. Are you a radio personality who wants to be on the radio? Whether you're a talk show presenter, DJ, news, sports, weather reporter, or a social media vlogger, we are also looking for technical engineers and persons with digital marketing experience. New Star Radio is now looking for new recruits to volunteer for spots on our radio platform. We will provide you free technical training to help you develop your skills. Come and join our diverse multicultural team and serve our communities. Here is how to apply. Please record and upload a 3-minute video of your performance and DM it to our New Star Radio Live Instagram page. For more info, please email us at newstarradiolive@gmail.com or call us on 07584 197 380.
Visit newstarradio.com.